The shir is being dedicated Leilui Nishmas Maris Rachalea B'Reb Chaim Tzvi. Pasuk Kaf Gimel and Perek Kaf Tet, we learn Vayhi Ba'erev, it was that evening, Vayikach Eleah Bito Vayaveh Ota Elav Vayavo Elaha, that Yaakov Avinu, Leah is taken, Lavan takes Leah, his daughter, brings it to Yaakov, and Yaakov Avinu marries her. And it's only in Pasuk Kaf Hey do we find that Vayhi Ba'boker Vinei Leah, and the entire night he did not know it was Leah. And that's what Rashi tells us in Pasuk Kaf Hey, Ava Balayla lo hayta Leah, lefi shemathar Yaakov l'Rachel simanim. Ukishrata Rachel shemachlisim lo Leah, amra achshav techalei machoti, amda umasra la otan simanim. Why was it only in the morning that he knew it was Leah and not that night? Because Yaakov Avinu gave over simanim. And these simanim were Rachel Imenu gave over to Leah. And when Yaakov Avinu that night asked for the simanim, he got the simanim. So in his mind, he thought he was marrying Rachel Imenu. It's interesting, the Or HaChaim HaKadosh notes on Vayikach et Leah, he notes, Ulai shelo ratzta liramot Yaakov v'lakcha ba'al korcha. When you find here that Vayikach et Leah, she had to be taken, because you see from here that she doesn't want to trick Yaakov Avinu, o b'ritzui dvarim, or to convince her. V'zulad ze lo yatzarich lomar levayve Leah bito leila. We should have just said he brought her. The fact that he had to take her gives us an indication, according to Or HaChaim HaKadosh, that she was a bit unwilling to go. We'll have to see if that is according to all the Mefarshim or not. But be that as it may, Leah is definitely being put into position here of acquiescing to Lavan's trickery. And the one who's really doing the utmost tricking, so to speak, is Rachel Imenu. And obviously there are a lot of questions that we need to understand in looking at this story. Some will answer today and some will answer Mirza Hashem over time. Why is it that Rachel Imenu gives over the simanim to Leah? What is the greatness of this act? To try to understand this a little bit more deeply. What was the mindset of Rachel in so doing? What indeed are these simanim? What are these signs? And I think perhaps a very basic question is, how could Rachel Imenu do this to Yaakov Avinu himself? Does she not realize that she's tricking her future husband? So these are the issues that we need to understand when looking at this pasuk in terms of the simanim. What I'd like to focus in on today, Mirza Hashem, is to learn together the Medrash, the very famous Medrash in Eicha Rabbah, and to be able to analyze this Medrash on a number of levels, to be able to have a sense of what is the mindset of Rachel Imenu in giving over the simanim. The Medrash is found on page 125 in our source book. Let's learn the whole Medrash inside. Amar Rabbi Shmuel bar Nachman, B'sha'ah shechara Beis Hamikdash, when the Beis Hamikdash was being destroyed, Ba'Avraham lifnei Kadosh Baruch Hu, bochem emeretz zikno v'tolei sarot rosho, umakeh panav v'korea begadav ve'efer rosho. Avinu comes looking in a state of mourning. Vayam alech Beit Hamikdash v'tzofed v'tzoek. Amar lifnei Kadosh Baruch Hu, mipnei man nishtaniti mikol umav v'lashon shebati lidei busha v'chlima. So what was happened to this nation that it reached such a level? Kevan sheru malchei sharet afheim, kashru esped shirot v'omrim, nashmu metzilot shavat over oreach. Miyad patach Avraham lifnei HaKadosh Baruch Hu v'amar. Immediately Avraham Avinu stands in front of Kivyochel, the Kisei Kavod, and said, Ribono Shalolam l'mea shana natata li ben, ukeshamar al dato v'ya bachur ben 37 shanim, amarta li haleo Allah l'fanai v'naseiti elav kach zari. Avraham Avinu says, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you remember when I had davened for so many years to have a child, and finally I have a child. And at 37 years old, you told me to show tremendous amount of cruelty toward him and to offer him up as a sacrifice. V'lo tiskor li zot v'lo tirachem al banai. Can this not stand as a merit for the Jewish people and have Rachmanis on them at the time of the destruction. And we know that the idea of the remembering, the Akedah, something we utilize in our Rosh Hashanah davening all the time. HaKadosh Baruch Hu doesn't respond to this. Patach Yitzchak v'amar kivyachol, Yitzchak Avinu stands up and says, Ribbono shel olam kishamar li Abba Elokim yoreh lo aseh lo labani lo akavti al dvarecha v'nekadti b'ratzon libi al gabei hamizbeach. Yitzchak Avinu uses the merit that he was willing to be sacrificed. Can HaKadosh Baruch Hu not remember this and have rachamim? Silence. Patach Yaakov amar Ribbono shel olam, for 20 years I worked in Beit Lavam, and he tried to hurt me and my children, and I was moser nefesh. And now, I've worked for so many years to groom these children